One of our great leadership mentors is Jim Rohn, and he says that your income is typically the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Well, why? It's because we start adopting their habits. Now, after working with so many 7-figure docs, we've identified habits that they're doing on a regular basis that is driving their income. So even if you can't hang out with them, let me share them with you, and if you start these habits, just maybe, your income will start to skyrocket. Let's go. Habit number 1 is a critical one of time blocking. I know how busy it can become running your own business. I'm running multiple of them right now. And the only way that I could do that is if I time block my time for each one of them. Well, you are in a similar situation, but with roles. You play multiple roles within your one business. Because the role of a CEO is full-time. The role of a COO is full-time. The role of a CFO is full-time. The role of a CMO is full-time. The role of a provider is full-time. You're drowning, and the only way you're going to manage all of this is time blocking. So if I opened up your calendar right now and I looked at your schedule, not just your patient schedule, but your entire calendar, would I know what is important to you? Would I be able to see your in-office and out-of-office regular schedule that you've blocked to put time to the things that are going to propel your life forward? These are things where you've got to have time blocking for your marketing. You've got to have time blocking to analyze your data and make proper data-driven decisions. You've got to have time to review your team. You've got to have time to review your finances and pay bills and work on your AR or make sure your team is working on your AR. There's so many things that happen within a day, and we haven't even talked about time blocking to make sure you're getting the nutrition that you need. Time blocking to de-stress in the day. Time blocking to make sure you're having time with your family and that time's not being robbed. When's the last time you put some energy into a hobby or learned a new skill? These are the things. Time blocking is critical, and the highest performers were incessant about time blocking. That from the time they wake up to the time that they go to bed was time blocked. Now, that might seem like overkill, but it's not. It is the secret habit of the most successful. So secret number 1, time blocking. Get it in. So secret number 2 is the habit of delegation. Now, delegation is a skill that is learned. We don't just show up onto this planet with it. And the way we're going to delegate is sitting down with a team member and showing them what excellence looks like. So if I was going to delegate doing the consultation to a team member, I would sit down with them and let them watch a consultation. Then I would go back and go through every single step of that consultation and why it was great. What was the outcome of that consultation that we desire? When they have clarity on what excellent looks like and what the outcome is supposed to be, it's a lot easier to duplicate. The next step in delegation is now allowing them to do it while you observe. You don't want to just walk away and say, good luck with that. You want to observe. Are they able to follow the steps? Are they able to generate the outcome that you just trained them on? And then the third most important part of delegation that we just can't afford to let go is regular check-ins. You're going to connect with them to make sure that they're clear, that they're getting the product that they want. And this means we have to have a measurement system in place. That is why we're the data-driven practice, to have measurements in place to measure their success, to make sure that they're producing the same amazing outcome that you were producing before you delegated this. Delegation is finding everything in your day that is repetitive, that you don't need to be doing. It's below your pay grade at this point. There are things in your practice that you need to be investing your time in, and by not investing the time in, it's keeping you small. So offload your plate, take the time to slow down and delegate so that you can move to the next most valuable thing that is going to propel your success forward. Hey guys, before I go into habit number 3, I want you to know I just completed a brand new guide on turn your data into dollars without avoiding burnout. It's the free guide that you get when you join our free Facebook group, The Data-Driven Practice. So go join it. By joining it, you'll get this guide that will go through step by step the very data that you should be tracking on a regular basis so that you can get these habits in place, change your life, change your future. Habit number 3 of these 7-figure docs is really reinvesting in themselves. There's 3 areas that I want you to invest in yourself, depending on where you're at in practice. Early on in practice, you've obviously got to invest in your clinical outcomes. We spend a lifetime as a provider really making sure to continue to increase our clinical outcomes with our patients. Number 2, though, is your business outcomes. The vehicle is your business. Think about this for a second. The better the vehicle is, the faster the vehicle can go, the more people your vehicle can hold, the more lives you're going to change. And there's really 2 different groups of lives that you're going to change. Your patients' lives that you're going to change, but more importantly, the team that helps change the patients' lives together. You build a bigger team that's efficiently operating, you have a bigger vehicle, a bigger practice, bigger capacity to help your team. And that is what we do. That is the data-driven practice. We help you build a bigger, faster vehicle so that you have the skills to change more lives. The 3rd area that I want you to reinvest in regularly is your personal development. It's your personal skill set on your hobbies, learning new things, creating neural firing patterns within your brain. This is the secret to not getting bored. This is the secret to continue your progress and your joy and finding happiness and building this very data-driven practice that you're building. So I want you to make sure that you're looking at your year. Where are my opportunities this year to increase my clinical outcomes? Where are my opportunities to increase the size and capacity of my business? And where is my opportunity to reinvest in my personal development and personal growth? These are books that you're reading. This is new skill sets of leadership that you're developing. This is a new language that you might be learning. This is maybe a new hobby that you're diving into. These are fun opportunities for you to grow and stretch as a leader. And this is a fundamental habit of 7-figure docs. Which leads me to habit number 4, and 4 is a sacred one to me because it's the habit of the morning ritual. All of us have a morning ritual, but if we wake up in the morning and we immediately check our email and our phone and we're reminded of all the stress and the anticipation of the day and what happened yesterday and we're projecting that forward, we end up in a Groundhog Day where it's the same day over and over because we're almost projecting the same day we had yesterday through that stress. I want you to protect that time. I don't want you to look at your phone, check your email, check social the first thing out of the morning. I want you to get in the habit of disciplining your morning. How much time do you need to clear your mind? How much time do you need to exercise the lungs, stimulate the sympathetic nervous system, to connect with your surroundings, to exercise and bring the heart rate up and down, variability, to work on your physical well-being? How much time are you time blocking to work on your mind and your mental well-being? Are you getting in some meditation to really balance for the day, to prepare yourself to create the day, not react to the day? The highest performers are the ones who have their sacred ritual in place of their morning routine. And if you can make sure you get that in, you will transform your outcomes faster than almost anything else you do. Now, before I dive into habit number 5, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications. I mean, why wouldn't you want more of this in your life? This is the community of 7-figure docs. So click like, subscribe. This content will change your life. This brings us to our last and final habit, which is the habit of recharging. I want you to think about yourself as a battery that has energy. You know, the old days we talked about time management, but because we're able to do so much more with our time with technology and automation and all of these cool tools that we're bringing to you in your practice, the way I want you to think is energy management. Energy management is vital for you to kind of check in with yourself. How am I feeling? Am I able to engage the best version of myself in my interactions with my team and my patients because my battery is recharged? There were times when I was building my practice that I was on such long sprints that I wasn't getting the downtime that I needed. I wasn't connecting with my family. I wasn't engaging in hobbies. I wasn't going on vacations or retreats to recharge. I have truly learned that I am a better husband, I am a better father, I am a better boss, I am a better human being when I really take the time to intentionally put on my calendar the times I need to recharge. So I invite you to take a hard assessment of your life. Look at what's holding you back from becoming who you know you're capable of becoming. What can you put into your calendar to make sure that you get the time that you need to recharge your batteries? Do you know how you recharge your batteries? For some of us, it's unplugging and being off on our own, while others, it's just the opposite. They need to be with people. Either way, you've got to know yourself to know what charges your battery and make sure that you're putting those opportunities on your calendar, that they're blocked, they're protected. If you don't plug your phone in each night, the next morning you're struggling with battery all day. I don't want you to struggle with battery all day. I want you to know that the battery is full and that you have the power to move your organization forward, to lead your team, to help patients overcome, because that's why we're here. We're here to transform patients' lives and build the practice of our dreams. And if you're not loving it, we got to change it. We got to find a better way. You may not have a bunch of seven-figure docs to hang out with, but by following these habits, by inputting them into your life, your income will skyrocket. And with more income, more opportunities. More lives we can bless, more we can reinvest to change our practice and its impact. That is my challenge to you. I hope you love these 5 habits. And in fact, if you can't wait for more, come join our free Facebook group, which is the Data-Driven Practice. This is where we have doctors who are obsessed about these habits, and you can spend more time with us. You can upgrade those who you hang out with so you spend more time with doctors that will rub off on you and give you the very habits that will transform your income.